they have just dusted this soy, and this is systemic pesticide, and you can see the pesticide on the leaf. See how it's dusty? And I can smell it in the air. Now, as you notice, there is no growth yet. There's no soy growth yet. Here they are. The soybeans are now starting to grow, right? So, can we get my hand in this? Here it is right here. So here's soybean. There's just a small soybean in here. And what's going to happen is this systemic pesticide, it's going to rain. All this pesticide is going to go into the earth. The water is going to absorb, and 80% of this pesticide is going to go back into this plant. And the majority of it is going to go into this soybean right here. This small little soybean that, as you can see, is still just a small little guy. So what you have here is basically pesticide Noyaka soybeans. So look at all this soybeans. So when you eat soybeans, understand that you're eating systemic pesticides. Okay, so that's problem number one. Problem number two, you can actually see the residue in the water here. So I'm a little bee. I come down here, bzzz, and you can see here it on top of the water. And kind of the oily substance. And obviously parts of the pesticide is not systemic. Some of it is. I don't know what part is not, but you can see the residue on the water. So the bee comes down, drinks the water, does his little bee dance, and sends it to all his friends, and they all come and die. Hi, my name is Michael Trout, and I'm here in Japan trying to educate people about systemic pesticides. Over 90% of Japanese pesticides, or I think it's 99%, but I was going to say conservatively over 90% are systemic. And farmers are ignorant on, why there's no bees. And why, what we're doing is creating these complex problems that are creating a crisis on our planet. And the only way for us to be educated is for folks like you and me to start making videos and start sharing and educating folks about this. This is a major, major problem. Yes, yeah, it stops some insects from eating up your crops. But the problem is we need to get away from these systemic pesticides back to non-systemic ones, which means that they won't be absorbed into the water or into the plant, and ultimately, create this crisis that we're having where we don't have pollinators. Something to think about. My name is Michael Trout, so if you want to support my videos and my talks and my work, I don't get supported by any government or any grants or anything else. I spend, hundreds of hours making educational videos, and it's supported by folks like you on foundups.com. So go to foundups.com, support my crowdfunding campaign. I'm trying to launch something called the decentralized, open, bottom-up startup that I call a found-up. And I believe that if we transform the startup into a found-up, we can save the planet. It's really that simple.